Hey, 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 what's up, replay viewers? Because you guys are going to be the only ones that see that little dancing thing. I had to had to get my energy right to do this one. So this was a little bit nerve-wracking to do, to talk about some of this stuff. I'll explain why here in a moment. But welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Justin Glover. Welcome to Mindset Monday. I have a question for you. And that question is very simply this: would you like to know how to make those uncomfortable things, the uncomfortable stuff, not so damn uncomfortable? How would you like to do that? All right. If so, you're in the right place. We hear that phrase all the time: get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? We know that that's what we should do. We know that that's a true statement. But damn, wouldn't it be nice if we could make the uncomfortableness not so uncomfortable? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. If you would like to hear that, you're in the right place. Stay tuned, because I'm going to be sharing 3 mindset hacks that will help you push through your fear. I'm pumped to share this with you. These 3 hacks have been proven for myself time and time again to work. In fact, I used a combination of all 3 of these hacks right before pressing the go live button right now. And so, why did I do that? Because I had some fear coming up. I was actually fearful about talking about some of the stuff that I'm going to share with you, because this is actually the first non-scripted piece of content that I've done, where the content is literally just like a topic and some bullet points. That's it. Usually I like to unpack it a little bit more and just kind of write it out, what I'm going to talk about, at least not necessarily that I'm like reading on these things, but I like to write it out ahead of time, because that we use writing in the archiving of this content. But then also, I've been using that as a crutch. I've been thinking to myself that I can't actually do a really valuable, effective Facebook Live content driven without doing that first. And I know that that's complete BS. I know that that's not the case. I know there's a ton of value inside that that will automatically come out if I just start talking. And so I use these hacks that I'm about to teach you right now, right before going live, because I'm a little bit nervous about this one. So I see you guys popping on. What's up? What's up? Lisa is in the house. Dean is here. What's up? Robert Barker, Charles Van Veen is here. Brent Fason's in the house. What's up, dude? Gail Marie is here. Ty is in the house. What's up, Ty Cohen? Margaret is here. Valerie is here. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I almost always, like I said, I almost always have more elaborate notes, all right, to actually look through for these lives. But my desire, the reason that I'm doing this and the reason that I'm stepping into this sphere is because my desire is to improve my efficiency. All right. So I'm starting to cut down on the time that I spend actually preparing for these live streams. And I'm just using bullet points for the content. And so I am a bit nervous about that, but it's one of those good types of nervousness. I know that the knowledge and the wisdom that I need to make this happen, to do it, to not fall on my face, I know it's inside my head. I know it's inside of me. And all I got to do is let it out. But nonetheless, I kind of feel like I'm going to my first day of school without my backpack, or for that matter, without even any pants on, because it is a little bit uncomfortable. I feel very unprepared compared to what I'm used to doing. Now, that feeling, that raises fear inside of me. That brings that uncomfortable feeling up. But I know at the same time, I know it's that whole get comfortable with being uncomfortable. This is one of those things that if I do it, it will make everything a little bit easier in my life. And so that fear, it could have prevented me from actually pressing the button on this. I could have listened to that fear, but when I use these hacks that I'm about to share with you, I was able to overcome that fear, and instantly, here I am. I pressed the play button, pressed the go live. And so before we get into these hacks, I want to give some shout outs. And so as you come on, I got to figure out how to see where people are at. But as you come on, let me know, where are you tuning in from? What's your good news? I'll start by sharing my good news. My good news is I just saw somebody that's going through our 14-day attraction marketing challenge. She posted her first ever Facebook Live. So that was cool. But underneath it, like, I gave them an idea of what to use for a lead magnet. And underneath it, I saw somebody reaching out to her, reaching out and requesting more information. And this was within minutes of her posting her first Facebook Live. So that was super cool to see. And so let's do some shout outs. Who's here? Let's see. Valerie is here. Paul has joined the party. What's up, Paul? So I've already mentioned everybody that's on here, I think, so we can skip through that. If you're watching the replay, hit me with a hashtag replay or drop some good news or where you're tuning from, whatever. Let me know that you were here. And we're going to dive right into this unscripted, unprepared content here in just a second. But a quick update first, super quick. If you're interested in participating in the 14-day attraction marketing challenge, it's not too late. Today is day 1. We've had about 100 people register for it so far. As of about an hour ago, though, we had, I think, around 40 that are actually participating, actually doing it. So at a 60% drop off, it's not super unexpected because the challenge is free. We're not charging anything for it. And so if you want info on that, if you're interested, you can get more info on that by going to justinglover.online/challenge. All right, justinglover.online/challenge. So let's get into the content. 3 mindset hacks. All right. Margaret says it's very cold where she's at. 3 mindset hacks that will help you push through fear. All right. Number 1. Here's the first one. First and foremost, you have to know that the scary thing, it isn't all that scary to the people that you look up to. There is somebody, more than likely, if you're looking up to the right people, if you're following the right people, if you're learning from the right people, more than likely there's somebody that person that you're looking up to, that you're following, that you're learning from, they have done the very thing that you're fearful of. It's causing that discomfort. And so oftentimes it's just as easy as making that realization, realizing that in our head, this thing that I'm about to do that I'm kind of freaked out about, just being able to zoom out of it for a second and think, you know what? I'm pretty sure somebody else has done this ahead of time. I am certain that people have went live and provided value and gave good content without having scripted notes. I'm positive that that's the case. There are people out there the people that I look up to, the people that I follow, I see people do it all the time, so I know it's possible. So that's the first hack. You got to just shift that little, you got to remind yourself, all right, by just consciously thinking, somebody has come before me and done this thing that I'm scared of, and they survived, they lived. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. If I were to ask them for their guidance, they would tell me, you know what, I did that. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal. That's what they would tell me. If you can get there in your mind, then the big scary thing that you're feared of, that's bringing up the fear, it'll start to dissolve. It'll start to get smaller. All right. And so that's first thing. That is the first thing. You guys getting value that first one? Was that first one helpful? Gail's from Florida, which is warm. Margaret's from Toronto, which is the opposite of warm. It's awesome. Kelly Lamb, what's up? Bobby is here. Melanie is in the house. What's up, Melanie? I just talked about you for doing, and that was cool. That was my good news to see you do your first Facebook Live and actually get a lead within just a couple of minutes. So that was super cool to see. So that's the first hack. All right. Know that the scary thing that you're not looking forward to do, know that somebody else has done it, and if you were to talk to them, they'd tell you that it's probably not as scary as you're making it out to be. And what else would they tell you? That they felt better after they did it, right? Don't the things that make us uncomfortable, don't those things, if we do them, if we come out on the other side, don't we always feel better, look back and say, I'm glad that I did that, right? Most of the time we do. And so that's tip number 1, or hack number 1. Just simply know, and this is these don't take forever to do, right? This isn't a 15-minute process. This is a couple seconds worth of strategic thinking before you do the thing that, like, I was nervous to do this live and to talk about this stuff because I'm giving this content right now. Like, I have no script for it. And typically I've at least scripted some of it out. I'm not usually reading it, but I've done it recently ahead of time. And like this, literally all I have is the title. And so there you go. This doesn't take a long time to actually implement. You literally just think, what's the thing I'm afraid of? I know somebody else has done it and they made it through it, and so it's probably not that big a deal. Immediately after that, all right, so that's hack number 1. Immediately after that, when the time comes to hit the play button or hit the record button or, you know, jump off the diving board or whatever the thing that you're scared of doing, when the time comes to do it, prepare yourself with whatever you need, make sure that you're well equipped, but then just, here's what I do, all right? I call it the runway. It's the runway to actually doing the thing, because I'll procrastinate. I am the king of procrastination. I can procrastinate longer on something, like to the point where it would be impressive. You'd be like, you should create a course on how to procrastinate, because I've never seen anybody do it as well. I'm good at procrastinating, and I'll procrastinate for years on something if it's possible. But what prevents me from doing that is my runway. All right, what's my runway? My runway is when in my head, I figure out, okay, somebody's done this. I'm nervous about doing it. I don't want to do it, but I know I'm going to be okay. And so then I do my runway. What's my runway? I say in my head, 3, 2, 1, do it anyway. That's it. I just count down backwards from 3 and say, okay, I'm nervous. These nerves aren't going to go anywhere. And so I just got to do it. I got to get through it, because I'm looking through it to the other side of having it done. And I know that it's going to be good. I know that it's going to be productive. I know it's going to add value to my life and to other people's life if I do the thing. And so 3, 2, 1, do it anyway. That's it. You can procrastinate forever if you don't ever get started. So 3, 2, 1, and then just start. Just do it. Hit the go live button. If you're looking at your phone and just staring at it, waiting to press the record button or go live because you're nervous about it, just do it. Just do it. 3, 2, 1, do it anyway. All right, so that's kind of step 2 or hack 2 here. And I do all of these together. I do them at the same time, all right, back to back to back. And this is the process that I went through before this. So I thought, well, I need to go live and talk about this stuff, and I don't have any notes written out about it. And so I know other people have done it. This is my conversation in my head before I clicked go live. I know other people have done it. I know that they didn't die. I know it's productive for me. 3, 2, 1. And then I hit the record button. Here we go. All right. And so the third hack is to imagine what you will feel once it's done. And I have a little hack for this to make this part easier, because this is one of those things that's far easier said than done. And so here's how I do it. The objection is, like, our imagination is the greatest gift that we've ever been given. It is our creation tool. Everything starts in our imagination. We live a shitty life. Like we can control that, and it starts with the imagination. And so if you can learn to imagine a future scenario when you're on the other side of that fear, it will make going into the fear so much easier. All right, stepping into that uncomfortableness so much easier. And so imagine, what's it going to feel like once you're done? All right, once I do this live, once I jump off this, once I go on, start running this marathon, once I do this thing that I'm afraid of that's bringing up fear, what is it going to feel like? What am I going to be saying? What am I going to be feeling? You got to get there. And so here's a question that I ask myself that helps me get there. Remember when I was scared to do this thing? And then just start talking about it. Do you remember when I was scared to go live on this Facebook thing because I had no notes? I remember I used to require notes before I would actually go live. But then there was this one time that I did without notes, and it was so much better than I even thought. The content came out, it just flowed. And guess what the best part is? It took me half the time, a fraction of the time, to actually prepare for it. Now, like, just me saying those words to you, like, I'm starting to feel the excitement of it, because I'm thinking through the fear. And if you think through the fear, it makes stepping into that fear, that thing that's bringing up the fear, makes it so much easier. And so that's the third hack. All right. Imagine what's it going to feel like once you're done. And the way to do that is just start talking about it like you're already done with it. Who are you going to be high-fiving when you're done? Anybody? How are you going to feel? What are you going to be telling yourself? Who are you going to call when it's done? Think past it. Imagine the scenario, past it, and you do those 3 things. All right, a quick recap. Know that the scary thing that you're very uncomfortable about doing, know that that is not as scary as you're making it out to be. And know that there are people that have went before you who've done that exact thing, and if you were to ask them, they would tell you the same thing. It's not that bad. Once you just do it, it's not that bad. Okay? Now, this is obviously, for like scary productive things. Now, if you're scared to go in and rob a bank, you're probably not going to be better off after the fact, after you rob the bank. And so I think you know what I'm talking about. I don't think I have to clarify that, but we're talking about fears that you know are going to push you into, productivity. All right. And so recap, number one, know that the scary thing isn't that scary. Somebody's done it before you. When the time comes, give yourself everything that you need. Make sure you got the right time. Make sure you got any tools that you need to make it happen so that you're not like giving yourself a disadvantage. And then 3, 2, 1, do it anyway. Just go. And then imagine if like those 2 steps won't work, maybe you insert this step in front of 3, 2, 1, go. And that is just imagine what it's going to feel like when you're done. All right. Remember when I was scared to do that thing? And start talking about it like it was in past tense. And you can talk about it to yourself in your mind. Just get there. You do those 3 things, it will help get you to the place where you can step into that fear. And I promise you, when you do, you will grow. You will get better. You will feel better having gone through it. You will become a better person, more equipped. All right, so there you go. I hope this was helpful. Hope you got value. If you did, let me know. Cindy, Ashley, I see you guys popping on. What's up? If you did, let me know in the comments. Did you get value from this? What was your favorite hack? Do you do anything differently to do those things to kind of get you into the thing that's going to make you uncomfortable? All right. And for those of you that like marketing, those marketing nerds like me, as well as those of you that like free money, I probably should have led with that one. Who here likes free money? So if you are interested in marketing, or you like marketing, or you like free money, I've got a very special surprise for you. And that surprise is very simply this. Over the next couple of weeks, we're giving away literally over $4,100 worth of cash and marketing related prizes. All right, so we're giving it all away. There's no purchase necessary. You don't got to buy anything to win this stuff or to be entered into the contest. But there is a contest. It's going to be fun. We're doing it to launch our new brand community. And so if that sounds appealing for you, all right, you don't have to buy anything to win the contest, win any of the money, win any of the prizes. You don't have to. All right, so if that sounds appealing, type contest in the comments below, or send me a DM, say contest, send me the info. I'll send you a 3-minute video that explains everything. Tells the details of the contest, the start date, the stop date, the prizes we're giving away, how you can win, how you enter, how you get more entries, because it's a lottery style contest. All right, so comment contest below if you love marketing and or free money, because those are the prizes that we're giving away. All right, and if you do that, I will send you the details of how to win. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's see, we've already got some contests coming in, so thanks again. You guys have an amazing day. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.